Taseni habari zenyu. That was my attempt to do a face beat, but positioning your camera ilikuwa camera. Positioning your camera ilikuwa mbaya, but here is the outcome. Here is the results. Na niko na breakouts mbaya. You can see this one over here. And hapa ingine kwa uchungu. Pregnancy struggle. Last I visited the hospital, I had done blood work and everything is okay. Everything is okay. I'm really scared and skeptical about pregnancy during the COVID times because Mimi, I gave birth in 2019. COVID was not there, so I'm not sure how this will go, but God is there. So let's talk about hospitals and how to settle and choose the best hospital for you and your baby. Just where to choose a hospital where you're going to give birth. So last time nearly struggled sana because I was new in this. I was a first-time mom. And of course everything was so new and hectic and everyone was telling me all these things, enda ihosi usiende ihosi, mtu alifanywa hivi, mtu aliachwa sijui makasi ndani, mtu alizalia chini. It was just a lot. One thing I want to tell you is hakuna hosi yenye CV yake is super clean, is 100. Of course there'll be stories here and there that this hospital is good. Someone else will come and tell you hapana hii hosi si poa, kazini yangu aliongeleshwa vibaya, she was treated very badly, customer service was very bad. As in, there's a lot you're going to hear, and I went through it. We went through it and it was hard. Tulizunguka kama hospitali, you guys. I went to Coptic, which is a very beautiful hospital, very beautiful hospital, but their customer service was so bad. It was so work. I remember me and my boyfriend were almost chased out because tulipiga makelele uko, tulizusha. Like this one nurse came in, she's the only one who was available there for reception, so we tried to ask her how do you charge, can we see the rooms, as in we were so polite at first. Then aka behave ni kama hajatusikia. Then when she looked up at us, she was like, I'm not the receptionist here, so mtamngojea. Tulikuwa zile za ati unatuongelesha aje kwani sisi tumekosea, hata tunakujua unatujua. So that was where all the drama went down. So alita security, we were escorted out, but then there's this doctor who was there and he saw all the drama that went down and offered to take us for a tour around the hospital. He apologized first for the bad customer care service that we got, for the bad reception that we got, and he made things okay. But you know, Maria Kwanza, if the nurses don't receive you well, how are they going to treat you? Najua. So we didn't settle for Coptic. Okay, najua nachomea hizi hosi, but that was my experience. Then we went to some hospital in Lavington. Sorry, I can't remember the name. Of course, nitaandika hapa chini. This hospital it's a small hospital and it is very budget friendly and it was super clean. But the bad thing about it was the rooms where the mom is brought in after surgery. Which rooms, the cubicles, they were so small, zilikuwa ndogo, and the only thing that was separating one bed from the other was a curtain. So privacy was an issue, so we didn't go for it either. But it was super clean, the customer service was okay and all that. They took us around to the theater room, kila kitu ilikuwa poa. Then at the end of it all, this is just to show you that we went to hospitals physically. We went there physically just to check them out, talk to the doctors, check out the nurses, their technical capability and all that, their accessibility, that as in kila kitu tulikuwa kwa ground, tulizurura, madam, tulizurura. So you need to do that, sindio? Then lastly we settled for a hospital called Jama. That is where I was also born. Yay! If you were born in Jama, as in that hospital is nice. Kama ina exist from when I was born hadi sai, and that is where my baby was born. And I've written my points here kama kawaida. So here are a few tips on how to settle for a hospital where you're going to deliver in Kenya. Sawa. So the first point is accessibility. Just get to know how accessible is that hospital to you in terms of budget and in terms of distance from where you stay. As in, siwezi kwa na stay Umoja and I'm going to a hospital in where? Kakamega or in Kiambu. That is so absurd. As in, you just can't settle for a hospital that's near you, that's near where you think you're going to be around mostly. You might be staying at Umoja, but maybe you're thinking of going to your parents' place when that time comes. So as in, settle for a hospital that is near your place. That will make work so much easier. As in, from the month, between month 8 and 9, you're not supposed to be like everywhere. I mean, unafaa kuwa umesettle, like get leave from as soon as the time you hit 8 months, because anything can happen from that time. So in terms of distance, make sure the hospital is near you, and also in terms of budget, make sure that you can be able to access that hospital. When it comes to budget, have a budget. Jua iyo hosi ina charge how much. Like mostly normal delivery, they charge from 40,000, and cesarean section from 60k and above. So just get your money right. And the other point is technical reviews. What are people saying about this hospital? I know there's so many people and there's so many reviews on hospitals. If you check them out, especially on Facebook, you can get so many reviews. Talk to moms who've been through that. Ask them where they delivered, how much it costed, what is their take on that hospital, how are they treated. Make sure you ask questions before you settle for a hospital. Ask questions. Make sure you do what? Menisikia? Ask questions about the hospital that you're going to give birth in, and also make sure you go there physically. Wewe mwenyewe, take yourself to that hospital, ask to be taken round, ask for the beds mahali after you develop after you deliver, where you're going to sleep. Ask to be taken around the hospital where the theater is. If they allow you inside, well and good. And while you're at it, just check if they have people who are cleaning around. Cleanliness during that time is very, very, very paramount. Make sure that you are, as in uko macho, you're keen, as in be keen on those little details. The other thing is, how well is the hospital equipped in terms of machines, in terms of medication, in terms of doctors, nurses, cleaners. As in, uliza maswali, ask questions, ask to be shown. As in, make sure you don't settle for a hospital where you're not sure kama they have a scanner. You know, because at that time when you're going to deliver, you have to do the last scan just to check if things are okay. You have to get your vitals right. They have to give you medicine before you actually go and deliver. Then are there nurses available? It doesn't matter whatever time of the day or night. Hata kama kuna corona, as in there must be someone who's going to attend to you during that time, because it is a very critical time and you're in a very critical condition and you need someone to attend to you. So ask those questions, and also ask your gyna if he or she is going to be present when you're going to deliver, because you need them. This is one person that you've been seeing for all this time. You're going for A&C clinics, so this is one person that you've been seeing. Muulize kama atakuwa there for you while you're delivering. Ask questions. Sawa. This is in relation to budget, how you're going to pay for your hospital. There's NHIF. Mostly the NHIF covers the bed charges almost in all hospitals, because where I delivered in Jama, NHIF only covered for the bed charges, and I guess it was 1,500 per day per bed. So yeah, and you have to register for NHIF 3 months before you actually start using it. So make sure it is active, make sure you have your card by the time you are going to deliver. Make sure you do this before. These are tips for you to get a hospital before you actually go and deliver. So NHIF is paramount. Ni lazima kuwe na NHIF. I don't know if I have insisted that enough. Then the other thing is your insurance. If you're paying via insurance, just ask them how much they're covering, how much are they going to cover. If they're covering up to 100k, make sure that your budget is within that 100. Unajua, don't go to a hospital where they charge cesarean at 250. Hiyo pesa ingine yote utatoa wapi? Unless umejipanga hivyo. But make sure you know that your insurance covers up to this much. And also, jipange na hiyo pesa. Like, go to a hospital where that man, Linda Mama is mostly used in public hospitals. I'd like to call it an insurance policy because it also helps in terms of paying for your hospital. It is used in the public hospitals and it covers both the mom and the baby. And if you want to register for Linda Mama, you dial *263#. Then you follow the steps and you're going to get your membership number. Then from there you just start putting money, and that is how you're going to pay for your bill. So it is very, very, very efficient. And if you don't have insurance, make sure that you have NHIF and Linda Mama. These two, they're going to save you. And if your insurance only covers a certain amount of money, let's say 50,000, you can also add Linda Mama just in case you are going to need that, because you never know what's going to happen after you deliver. Maybe your baby is going to need more hospital services. Maybe you are going to need to stay at the hospital for a certain duration. That is where Linda Mama comes in. Also, in the hospital that you're going to settle, ask them if they are taking Linda Mama, because not all hospitals. So something else I've remembered, Linda Mama covers for every other thing that your insurance policy does not cover. It covers for preterm babies, it covers for newborn services. Maybe your insurance policy does not cover for your child services after they're born. It also covers for normal delivery, it covers for CS, it covers for a lot. Just ask questions before that time comes. And you have time. Immediately you start the ANC clinics, make sure that you ask questions so that you know what you are. And last but not least, you guys, ask your hospital if they are going to need COVID death. COVID nimeongea sana. Ask your hospital if they're going to need a COVID test, and also get to know how much it costs. Get to know if your insurance company covers the COVID test. And also, now that we're talking about COVID and it is here with us and here to stay, ask how many people are going to be allowed in to visit you and your baby. And if the people who are coming in, mostly nowadays they only take 2 people at most. So ask them if these people who are going to come to visit you, if they are going to need to be tested. Ask all these questions before that time. Prepare yourself before that time. As in, it is very, 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 how can I stress this? You need to prepare yourself. That's all I can say. You need to prepare yourself. Ask questions. Ask and ask. Especially for first-time moms, don't be scared to ask. Ask and ask. And if you don't understand, go to another hospital, get someone else to just explain to you. Make sure you get to know all the details about the hospital that you're going to see. Guys, I guess I have exhausted all the tips that I have for you, and I hope that this video really helps out a mom there, especially first-time moms. I feel you, and I remember the stress that I went through. Hey, that's why you should subscribe to this channel if you haven't already subscribed. But to subscribe, So guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support. If you haven't subscribed, tell me why haven't you subscribed? Huh? Anyways, please hit that subscribe button. It is free of charge. By subscribing, you are choosing to support this channel and help us to grow. So thank you so much, and remember to hydrate. It is good for your skin, good for your hair, and also good for your body. And until next time guys, bye, kwaheri. Mwah. In the next video, and remember to hydrate. It's good for your skin and good for your skin and good for your what? Take two. It's good to remember to subscribe,